when we are already having so much fun because our globe-trotting friend from Ireland is back today, and he is in our kitchen making the perfect baked meatballs. Please welcome back our good friend Donal Skehan.
Thank you very much. Thank you so thrilled to be back. I really feel like I come home here. It's so, and family also. I see what you did there. It's good.
More so than Ireland?
Oh, well, sometimes. Don't tell my parents, but it's fine. Yeah.
Well, you have also, as you can see, our whole family is joining us at the counter.
Dig it in,
Maria,
guys.
Ken, Shirley, everybody's digging in with those delicious meatballs. But this is sort of your first foray into the Italian-American meatball.
Yes, well, my take on American-Italian food in general has only happened since we moved to Los Angeles because there's a fantastic restaurant close to us called Casabianca. It's been there since the 1950s. It's fantastic. But they introduced me to kind of, the spaghetti and meatballs, which isn't necessarily an Italian thing. It's more of an American-Italian thing. Yes. And these are my version, and this is the best baked meatballs. I'm going to go out there and say, from an Irish man, these are the best baked meatballs you're ever going to try.
And I might have to agree with you because usually meatballs, the legit meatballs, my husband is Italian, are made from 3 different meats.
Yes.
But never, my friend, have I had a meatball with pancetta in it.
Well, Debbie, I do like to spoil you. So that's why we've got a combination of beef, pork, and pancetta. And it's the fattiness of that pancetta and the saltiness that is really going to bring these meatballs to the next level. So to them, we've added a little bit of Parmesan cheese. We've added some breadcrumbs, a little bit of parsley, fresh parsley going in there, 1 large free-range egg, a little bit of dried oregano. I always just like that. That always kind of reminds me of the American-Italian vibe because you get that sprinkled over the pizza. And it's so good. We've got a little bit of minced garlic going in here as well. And then my secret ingredient, which actually helps these meatballs become nice and tender, is buttermilk. It might not be the ingredient you always think of, but buttermilk really gives you that. So the acidity in the buttermilk will help give you a nice tenderness to the meat.
And I will say, I'm very impressed with the fact that there is some breadcrumb, but not that much.
Not that much. You know, really you want this to be all about the meat and the combination of that pork, beef, and pancetta.
Pancetta, how brilliant. Okay, so
genius, you might say, Debbie.
Genius. From an Irish man, these are genius. All right, so
this is it.
Come together, and then we roll them up into beautiful meatballs.
We roll them up into beautiful meatballs. We come over here, and we actually pan fry them in a nice skillet. So I've just got them nice and golden, as you can see here. And what we're going to do at this point, we're not involving the sauce until they are browned off. So right now,
how long does it take to brown?
Literally about 2 to 3 minutes, just until they've got a nice golden color all over. And remember, they're going to cook out in the skillet and bake in the oven, because these are slow-baked meatballs.
Okay, so we're going to take them out and let them, you'll see, we're going to take them out and let them sit.
You got so
very curious.
We'll take them out and we'll let them sit, and then we build.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got a little bit of olive oil in the pan here, and all I'm going to do is pan fry this just until it starts to kind of infuse in the olive oil.
Okay.
So we want to get in there just until it starts turning a little golden brown. And the beautiful thing about this sauce is just how quickly it comes together, Debbie. You're super excited about this.
Especially because you don't want to burn that garlic.
Well, this is it. You want to just get it to the point where it's starting to turn a little nutty golden.
When you start to smell it.
And where it goes aromatic as well, like that. Adding the chili pepper just after the garlic starts to take a bit of color is also helpful as well, so you don't get a bitter flavor.
Okay.
So once this is turning nice and golden, you'll have to excuse the TV moment, but we're going to add our red wine straight in here.
Okay.
And we're also going to add in a little bit of our tomato paste, or tomato puree.
Yeah.
I call it passata, but I don't know, you can call it whatever you like. It's the tomato sauce, basically.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Exactly. Now, a little bit of oregano going in, because it's that American-Italian vibe going on here. And now you're just going to stir that through and try not to spill it all over the countertop. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
There you go.
Sometimes, in the kitchen it gets a little bit messy and you just got to keep going with it. So once you have that mixed through, you're going to bubble that away for a few minutes just until that red wine reduces a little bit and you've got a thickened sauce. Now, it's at this point where the baking of the meatballs comes in. We're going to slow bake them in a low oven for about an hour and a half.
Wow.
So this takes a little bit of time, but this is going to result in the most beautiful reduced sauce.
So they haven't been baked yet?
No. Literally all you're looking for.
The sauce.
Exactly. You're looking for the color here. So
would you ever do this on the stovetop?
You could do this on the stovetop, but I actually think you get a better kind of crust to the meatballs and everything if you stick them in the oven. So it's totally up to you. So we do have one. Now, the one thing I would say is right before they've finished baking, about an hour and a half into it, 10 minutes before they're about to be done, stick on some mozzarella. Now, we're going to cheat a little bit and put some on now, but it gives you the most gorgeous...
some mozzarella.
Just a little touch. You know me. I'm a subtle kind of guy from Ireland. I don't go over the top ever. But you got to go generous. It's an Italian-American thing. They, you know, anytime you go to the restaurants here that are Italian-American, they are like jam-packed with
and
cheese.
more,
So you got to go heavy
I mean,
on
you're
it.
eating meatballs full of pancetta. You're not going to be like, oh, how about some diet cheese on top?
This is it.
Just a sliver.
And have a look at this, because once this comes out of the oven, we are in business.
What?
I mean, this is the proper baked meatballs you've dreamed of.
And I have to be honest with you, is that hot? Let's
It's
put it
not
over
too
here a little
bad,
bit.
yeah.
I have to be honest with you, you could just serve that right on the
beautiful.
table.
This is it. And for me, you know, you can serve this with a big bowl of spaghetti, you know, freshly cooked, or serve it with some crusty bread. And it's the sort of thing you can just dig into. It's really, really tasty. And have a look at that. Will we just dig it?
Let's dig in.
Can I just say that I thought I talked fast?
I'm slightly jet lagged. That's my only excuse. You can understand what I'm saying, right?
I can understand what you're saying.
He's also an exhausted parent.
Well, I want to talk to you about that because I know you just took an international trip
Yes.
and, with your family. And what was it like traveling with an infant?
Oh my God, we did 5 weeks with a 10-month-old, and it has been so much fun. We went to Italy, we were in Ireland. We brought him to all the great restaurants in Italy, so we were excited. And we actually he was ordering espresso there. That was quite exciting, and like the bartenders, they were giving him stuff. And we went to see these fantastic grannies in Barry, where they roll pasta on the streets.
Barry's amazing.
Oh my
It's
God,
my favorite place in Italy.
I'm in love. And then we brought him home to Ireland.
Oh,
So
look at that shot.
that's the place I grew up in. That's Hoth.
Didn't you go to Sweden too?
Sophie went to Sweden. I was filming a TV show in Ireland, so I had to miss out
Daddy
on
had to
Sweden
work.
this year. But yeah,
Debbie, meatball.
Don't worry, I've already been eating.
I know.
She's getting in there.
And you're loving it. This is so good. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you so much.
Being here.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
These rival John's grandmas.
John. Oh, man.
She's coming home.
watches
She's
this
coming
show.
home with me. I'm sorry,
She watches
John.
this show. For more information on Donald, follow him at
Bye.
donalskehan.com. This recipe also available at hallmarkchannel.com.